Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Capricorn, for your meditative session, I got the Three of Pentacles. What I'm getting with this Capricorn is that you're putting a lot of energy into something right now. And the reason that you're doing this is because it's like it's more than a foundation that you want, right? It's like whatever you're doing, whatever you're setting up, it's even more than stability. It's like, again, it's the way that you're doing it. I don't think it's like for what purpose. It's the way you're doing it. The way you're doing it is like, I don't think you're like sleeping, right? You're like, I need to do this. I have to get this done. Like, again, it's like all your energy, all your strength, like all your time into something right now. And I think it's because, again, it's like you're not even looking at the future. It's just like, if you know that like if you do this right now, it's gonna have some, again, I forget, somebody else is reading how like something about a payoff, but it's like there will be rewards for you. And it's like you're just looking at this and you're like, it's like a baby, like you're like taking care of it, like you have to like make sure that it's okay. You're like very attentive because you want to make sure that this goes right. So yeah, Capricorn, that's why, and it's not a shock to me because I'm talking to Capricorn, right? Like putting in work is what you do. Like, I feel like it's a normal thing for you guys, but yeah, maybe there's a specific project that you have in mind that you want to see flourish. But I feel like, again, it's like giving all your time, all your energy, everything that you've got. And yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting, Capricorn. So let's pull some cards and see what we get. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like the person that's in the meditative session who's doing a lot of work right now, I feel like that's this masculine energy, because we have the Emperor and we have the King of Water. So I feel like this Emperor has been enlightened, right, with the intuition and the Ace of Swords. This is telling me that this person has finally received some sort of information, or finally come into the like, oh, I actually feel this sort of way. I need to acknowledge my feelings and like see what that feels like in my body, accepting it. Because I feel like there's a vibe here of not, with these two cards coming out, it's like, I know this person wasn't doing it because we have the Sage in reverse and we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? And it's about love with the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's about how they weren't able to see this, right? So it's like now they're finally able to see something very clearly. And I feel like it's not only a feeling, it's an intuitive, like it's a gut thing. It's like they were ignoring it or they weren't able to see it in the past. And again, I didn't get anything clarifying the Sage or kind of as to why they didn't see it. What I am getting is that maybe there might have been a lot of options at one point, and that's why they weren't able to see it. Like there's some sort of confusion that this person was in where they weren't able to see something. But now with the Ace of Swords and the intuition, it's like I feel like this person is beginning to see everything, right? And I feel like they're noticing this, like, I think the King is noticing that this is the Two of Cups, right? This is a soulmate. This is a relationship that, again, like I don't know if there's a coulda, woulda, shouldas here, but that's what I'm getting. It's like with the body 11 and 11, the body and mind and the heaven and earth. Again, it's like I can't. It's like this relationship. It's surrounding. These cards are all surrounding the King, and it's all surrounding this Two of Cups. So it's like they're being cleared, right, in the body, in the mind, with this Ace of Swords, with the intuition, right? And then with the heaven and earth as to what this actually was, with the Two of Cups and the heaven on earth. Why do I think that this is something they didn't see in the past? Because I have the Sage in reverse. And the Sage in reverse to me is dangerous, right? Because the Sage in reverse feel like he's the ultimate threat, right? The Sage in reverse. And maybe that's what this person was to themselves, right? Again, another masculine energy, but in reverse. So I feel like this could have been a past energy, because I feel like this is what's happening in the present. There's some sort of illumination coming to this person. But with the Sage in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and being clarified by this, it's like they were not balanced, and they were, when you get the Sage in reverse, I feel like it's a tricky energy, because it's not like the Emperor in reverse, who's like super harsh. Like, they all have their bad qualities in reverse, but the Sage in reverse to me is like the most manipulative, the most snake-like. Do you know what I'm saying? The most tricky, because they have all the knowledge. They know how to manipulate energy. Like, it's not that they know how to manipulate a person. They know how to manipulate energy. And this person in reverse, I feel like, was a nightmare. Like, to be honest. And I think the Seven of Cups, this energy has led this person to not only losing this, but again, knowledge in reverse. It's like they're not seeing anything, right? And desires in reverse. They're not, it's like a totally different vibe, right? And I think it led them to just even more confusion. Like, I don't know if they thought that this was going to bring them some sort of clarity. I don't know what, like, all this reverse energy to me just says that this person, again, I feel like I keep wanting to say like a threat. This person is, out of everyone in reverse, I would say it's like the worst energy to be in. Maybe this person really hurt the feminine by being in this energy, but I think it mostly hurt themselves. And I think that's what you need to hear if you're the feminine watching this. It's like, it didn't only hurt you, it hurt them, and it hurt them more than it even hurt you. Because with knowledge in reverse, desire in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like, you know when someone's like super hurt and then that's when they become a threat? It's like they could be like a super loving person and like the nicest person, but then it's like, when they get hurt or triggered, they're like the nastiest person you've ever met. Like, have you ever seen someone like switch like that? I mean, I know it because I feel like I've done it myself, where it's like when you shut everything off and you're working from like this really bad place. And that's what I feel like this person was doing with the Sage in reverse. It's like, whatever occurred to this person, whatever happened to this person, they hurt themselves the most. That's what I want you to know. They hurt themselves the most. And again, it's like, I think that like nothing could make sense in this cycle. Like, it doesn't matter how much you try to grasp, like you're grasping at straws, right? Like, you're grasping at nothing. Like, everything here is just like, again, it's reminding me of this. It's like, everything seems like a tempting offer, but what you don't get is like, that could be the worst thing. It's like, you don't even have one good option. You don't even have two like decent options. You have all these like there's a cloudiness, right? Like, you don't know, like they all look the same to you. And I feel like that's even worse, right? There's no security. Everything's unclear here. It's like you're not in touch with like yourself. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen Avatar, but it's like when he goes into Avatar mode, he travels like the worlds, right? And he gets like clarity. But like with this in reverse, it's just reminding me of like when they shot him and then he couldn't get into Avatar mode anymore. I don't know if this is making sense to you guys, but that's what it's reminding me of, the desire in reverse. It's like this person can't even get into Avatar like mode anymore. They can't even see their own like, they can't even see themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they look in the mirror and they're not even themselves. But again, this is just a cycle of confusion, right? And again, it has to be through like with hurt, right? Pain that started this. It has to be something like that. But whatever that cycle was, again, this person's leaving that cycle, and again, they're coming up as the Emperor upright. So again, I feel like this masculine understands, and this is what I think they're putting a lot of work into. Like, what they're putting a lot of work into is, maybe it's the leaving and being back like into this upright. There's something that they're working hard on, but I just don't, let me see something. Yeah, I feel like what they're working on, I was like, what's the Three of Pentacles? What's clarifying it? Like, what are they working hard on? It's like they're working hard to leave, right? They're working hard. The work, I think that Three of Pentacles, what they've been working hard on, it's not this. Like, Spirit has been working hard on them, but what they've been working hard on is getting out of this. with the 10 of Wands and the Page of Wands, it's like this page becomes before the Emperor kind of vibe, right? Like there has to be, this is the energy that they had to like get into to get out, or like to leave, right? Like they had to get out of this 10 of Swords, right? This heartbreak, this pain, this deception, this betrayal, whatever triggered them, right? And kept this down here, kept them low, low, low here, right? They had to rise up from it, right? They had to like put a lot of energy into it. And this energy of leaving this energy, right, it was a lot of work, right? And with the Page of Wands, I feel like the Page of Wands is like that lust for going back to life, right? That lust for like picking yourself off the ground when you're at your utmost low and getting up, right? So this is what they've been working on, and they're leaving and they're coming out as the Emperor. Now, do I think they might make some sort of approach? Like, I don't know, this could be love that's bringing them back up. This could be a memory of love. This could be someone that they want to move towards. There's something here that like, this is like the dream, right? And maybe this is what's like woken them up, but there's something that had to get them out of this. And maybe this is what's gotten them out of it. And they're moving, it could be that they're moving towards it. It could be that they're finally like accepting it in their heart. Like this is what I think kept this person going. Like what kept them from not collapsing totally into like the darkness is like love, I'd want to say. And that's why they're leaving, right? So I'm getting so much masculine energy this week. It's crazy. Yeah, before I give advice, I just see like this Two of Cups, that light. I feel like this is the darkness, and like this is the only thing that like kept this masculine going, I would want to say. I feel like this Two of Cups is really important to this person, this soulmate. Again, could be the soulmate that triggered it, but it's like the soulmate is bringing them out. I feel like it's kind of like, it could be both, or it could be one or the other, but this is definitely the dream, right? This is definitely like where the light, this is how they could like get out of the cycle. It had to do a lot with, again, it's like this light with the Page of Wands, it's like fire. It had to do with like that, I guess it's love, right? It had to do with love. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like what brought them out of balance had to do with this love, right? The Nine of Cups, I feel like, is wish fulfillment. So something like a dream died for them like that day, and then that's when all of the shit started for them. And yeah, I just keep getting more and more story, like more clarity on the story. And I don't want this like to be super long, but I definitely feel like I definitely don't want to talk about this either, but it was definitely this that got this person down, right? This Nine of Cups in reverse. But again, this is like what's getting them to keep going. And it's funny, it's cup energy, right? So it's like what brought them out of balance is also bringing them back into balance. So it's like very symmetric. I like it. There's something here with Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. This has come up like 4 times this week. Very like relevant this week, Kuan Yin, this message that she has to give. And I feel like it speaks a lot about someone else's pain, right? And I don't know if this is for the feminine connected to this masculine, but the pain that this person was carrying, again, I think that's what started this. And I feel like, again, it's like a journey from this person to get from the ego back to their soul. Again, it's like they lost themselves, right? And I feel like this person is learning to like forgive themselves for the cycle and forgive whoever it was involved. And like there's like an energy of forgiveness and compassion for themselves, right? And for like, again, I think it's this person, and maybe this is for the feminine to be like compassionate towards masculine. Like for whoever it is that's listening, it's like this person did suffer though. Like I recognize suffering in order to release it. I feel like this is a lot of suffering went through the cycle, and I feel like there has to be compassion for whoever's like connected to this person. And it's a very like spiritual reading, because it's like we're going down into the depths of someone, like we're going from 0 to 100, right? We're like, I don't know how to explain this change and shift in energy, and I feel like it has a lot to do with spirit, because with Kual's spirit and Lion spirit, be generous of spirit, spirit has a plan. Number 35, number 37. I don't know if those numbers are significant to you. Number 8 and number 10, right? And I think there's a reason that this had to happen, and I feel like spirit has a plan for this person. Like spirit is like really connected to this person at this time, and I feel like if you're the masculine hearing this, then like know that like you have aid, you have someone helping you. And if you're the feminine, that like there's a reason for this. And like even for the masculine, there's a reason that this happened. With spirit has a plan, and be generous of spirit. It's like spirit is everywhere in this reading, right? And maybe the acknowledgement has to also do with spirit. Like spirit is the one that's helping you get out of this. The universe, God, like spirit, whatever you believe in, like they're helping you. There's somebody behind this. The divine is there. Like this couldn't have been done, I feel like, without them. And I think that you need to understand that they have a reason for doing what they did. And I feel like this person might come into some sort of understanding, right? With spirit has a plan, be generous of spirit. Yeah, and it's funny because it was saying how this soul has this journey of like going from the ego to the soul, right? Like it's a hard path, and I feel like that's what we're doing. We're going from like the ego to the soul, right? And with this be generous of spirit, this also speaks about how like, right, we need to have a healthy ego and like to be secure, right? Like again, with all this, maybe this is a lot about insecurity. Like this insecurity led this person here. I think this is like a call to like work with the spirits and the universe, right? Like the fact that this is being divinely orchestrated, both the fall and the rise, right? And that to recognize that someone might be out there trying to help you. So this masculine, and again, be generous of spirit. I feel like they want you to accept them in your life. I feel like it's like kind of before you come here, you have to go through here. Like the way he's looking at, it's like an entry. It's like before you get from here, from this like period of suffering, you have to get here. And to get here, it's like you have to recognize that I was there, right? And spirit has a plan, and like there's a reason for this, right? And they seem so calm on this side versus this side where I feel like there's just like a lot of hectic energy. So yeah, I definitely feel like they want to work with you. If you're listening to this, and if you're the masculine, it's like they want to work with you. There's a reason for why this happened, and like I think you need to accept them, right, for this to kind of take place. Or maybe you have been learning to accept them, but yeah, there's something here about accepting them. So yeah, Capricorn, I hope this reading resonates with you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.